Ever just like glance at your phone Saturday morning, right? Like all bleary-eyed, making some plans, and you think to yourself, huh, Saturday. What's the deal with that name?
Mm.
Probably not, right? It just is. But what if I told you that like one word connects you directly to how ancient people saw like the whole cosmos?
Mm.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
You sent us a fascinating bunch of articles, historical notes, all that good stuff this week.
Yeah.
We've boiled it down to the juicy bits. And our mission, give you that aha moment, right? Like that feeling of seeing something familiar in a completely new light.
Absolutely.
And the story behind the days of the week, man, it's going to blow your mind.
It's really something when you actually like stop to think about it.
Yeah,
You know, these names, these words we use without even second thought.
every day.
They're actually echoes of a time when people, looked up at the night sky and felt this profound connection, right? The sources we've gone through this week, they paint this really vivid picture of how intertwined those celestial bodies in everyday life were. We're going to uncover some truly ancient roots right there in your weekly planner.
So let's get down to it. The big thing here is that each day, each of the 7 days, is linked to one of the 7 celestial bodies.
Right.
The ones they could actually see. Naked eye back then, right? Saturn, the sun, the moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus. And these weren't just pretty lights in the sky. They were huge to these folks, almost like, cosmic big shots, these personalities influencing what happened here on Earth.
Exactly. And the way they link these, celestial bodies to the days, it wasn't just picking names out of a hat. It evolved from this whole system of tracking what they thought was like the planetary influence over each hour of the day.
Whoa, 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 wait. So they had like a cosmic schedule?
Yeah. They assigned a ruler, like a planetary ruler, to each hour.
Okay, hold on. This is getting intense. How did that even work?
Well, it's a cycle, right? It's based on how fast these planets looked like they were moving across the sky relative to the stars.
Ah, okay.
So night after night, they'd watch them and notice they all move at different speeds. So they put them in order, fastest to slowest. So the system goes like this. You've got a planet for the first hour of the day. Then you just cycle through the rest of them in order for the rest of the hours. And get this. After 24 hours, whichever planet is up for the 25th hour, well, that's the first hour of the next day, right? So that planet gives its name to the whole day.
So wait, they did this every day, and that's how they got the 7-day week.
Yeah. They repeated the 7-planet hourly rulership thing, and bam, there's your week. I mean, it's crazy how good they were at observing, and their need to make sense of the cosmos.
Really is. So what was the order they ended up with? The one that gave us our week?
After all that counting, it goes Saturday, Sunday, Moon Day, Mars Day, Mercury Day, Jupiter Day, and Venus Day.
Boom. Okay, we can see some of those easy. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Duh. Right. But then things get a little, Roman-y sounding. How'd those Latin names become what we say in English?
Well, if you look at, like a lot of European languages, French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, all with roots in Latin,
Yeah.
you still see the planetary names pretty clearly. Like Saturday is Sabata, Sunday is Domenica, which comes from the Latin for Lord's Day, but replaced the original Sunday. Monday is Luna for moon. Tuesday is Martis for Mars.
Okay.
Wednesday is Mercurius for Mercury. Thursday is Jovis for Jupiter. And Friday is Veneris for Venus.
Right, so they kept it Roman, but English went and changed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What happened there?
Anglo-Saxons happened. When their culture took over in Britain, their language did too. So they basically swapped the Roman gods for their own. Mars, a Roman war god, got replaced by T, similar deal. Germanic war god, boom, Tuesday. Mercury, messenger of the Roman gods, fast guy, becomes Woden, top Anglo-Saxon god, Wednesday. Jupiter, king of the gods, all about thunder. That's Thor now, Norse thunder god, hence Thursday. And Venus, love and beauty. That's Frigga, Anglo-Saxon goddess of love, Friday.
So even though they sound different, those days in English, they're still pointing to the same planets,
Hmm.
just through a different cultural lens, right? It shows how deep this astronomical thing is in our language and how
Right.
we see time.
No doubt. And it made me think of something from one of the sources, this author reflecting on how we connect or don't connect with space. It said, nobody looks up anymore.
Yeah, so
It
true.
really hit me. Like, how often do we actually just stop and look at the night sky?
Yeah, I remember being a kid just lying in the grass, staring up for hours.
Wow.
Making stories about the stars, you don't see that much now.
Nope. And because of that, there are these basic astronomy facts that just blew people's minds. Like
What?
the author talked about how many are shocked that you can see the moon during the day, or that the North Star isn't even the brightest star.
Oh, yeah. I thought the North Star was like the superstar. It's crazy the stuff we think we know.
It makes you wonder what else we're just assuming without really checking.
For sure. And it all ties back to why those celestial bodies were so important in the first place. Back then, they didn't have the science we do. They needed myths to explain things. It makes sense to think those bright moving lights up there had power were affecting us down here.
Totally right. If you don't get planetary motion or how huge the universe is, it's easy to think those things are messing with our lives. So we're always there, you know, visible, kind of mysterious.
Right, right.
But you know what's really interesting? Astrology. Even now, with all our science, people still check their horoscopes, believe in planetary alignments affecting them. It's like that disconnect the author was talking about. We've got the science, but that direct, gut feeling connection to the cosmos is gone for a lot of people.
It's like we're looking at, I don't know, like digital versions of the sky instead of the real thing.
Exactly. We live inside under
Mhm.
artificial light, so we don't see the natural cycles so much anymore. Day, night, the phases of the moon, those things were huge to our ancestors. And, the names of our days, they're a little reminder of that connection we've lost.
So this isn't just some fun fact about words then?
Right.
It's about how we relate to the world around us then and now.
It's about observation, that basic human need to figure out where we fit in this whole universe.
Mm.
And it makes you wonder if we're missing out by not looking up like they did.
It really does. I mean, saying let's meet up Wednesday is basically repeating something from thousands of years ago, something based on watching planets move.
It's mind-blowing.
It really is. Our language, how we keep time, and how we understand the universe, they're all tied together.
Tightly woven.
Man, I've got a whole new respect for my calendar now. I'm never going to see Tuesday the same way. It's like a nod to a Germanic war god who is a stand-in for the Roman war god who was linked to a planet named after an even older god.
Layers on
That-
layers.
Exactly. Uncovering those layers is what makes it so cool. So here's something to think about. Next time you check what day it is, remember you're part of a system that goes all the way back. It came from people being fascinated by the stars. Makes you wonder what other hidden stories, cosmic connections are hiding in plain sight. Maybe tonight, just step outside, look up. You might be surprised by what you see and by the stories those little lights way up there are still telling.
I love it.
All right, that's it for the deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
See you then.